such a crazy week for me. And when I say crazy, I don't mean just in the sense of fibromyalgia and gastroparesis, which just makes things about 1,000 times worse. But personally, on a personal level, my life has just taken a big old crap, man, in some ways, of course, I'm so blessed. I have wonderful kids. I have a great job with people that support me. So I'm always looking to find the good in every situation, as hard as that may be sometimes when, I'm throwing up all the time, or I'm laying in bed because I can barely move, and so it's just, it feels like it's just always one thing after the other. I know I've heard, and I just heard this recently from a friend of mine, that of course God can't give me more than I can handle, but he must think I am Superwoman, because man, oh man, has he given me some test of my strength. And, this is of course a couple of things that I'm more than happy to go into. As I said before, relationships are very difficult to get in. They're easy to get into, hard to maintain, in the quote of Chris Rock. And that's when you don't have, chronic illness also in the way, on top of already the stressors of family and bills and finances and, insecurities and all that stuff. And it doesn't make it any easier. And, me and Carlos, we're human, and we try and we fail. And we try again. And, the one thing that I give us is that after 10 years is that we still keep trying. But, there's times when we both kind of just want to throw our hands up in the air and say, I'm done, because it's just so goddamn stressful. Excuse me, I said got. I never say the other word. It's just so stressful. And it's just, I'm at the point of really wanting to be, I guess, on my own and not want to burden anybody anymore with my issues, because, it's a lot to have to take care of somebody with one chronic illness, let alone two. I feel sorry for him all the time. And, I always want to just kind of let him go so that he can be happy with someone that doesn't have all that, added shit on top of stuff. And other than that, didn't do my paperwork right with Obamacare, so I don't have insurance until February 1st. And that's a kicker, because in my other video, in the very beginning, I went over my medication list. It's quite extensive for me to maintain a somewhat, and then when I say somewhat normal life. And so in order for me to maintain, it's to find a doctor that'll see me cash, because my doctor also decided he was going to leave town and not come back until February. So 2 strikes against me. Third strike, you're out. So I'm getting kind of at the point where I'm really low on medication. I should have been out, but luckily I don't over-abuse the narcotics that I'm on at all. So I've been very fortunate to be have over. But once that occurs, not only do you have to deal with the side effects, but now you got to deal with withdrawals, because even if I don't overtake, my body will still withdraw. And I've been through that before. It's not fun at all. So I'm not really looking forward to that. So I'm hoping for a miracle. I've been looking into finding some other doctors in San Antonio that might be able to help me for 1 month and pay out of pocket for this month. And then you got to think about the price for the medications on top of that. And medicines aren't cheap, So there was a few months I didn't have insurance, and my medications were about $400 to $500 a month. And so a lot on my plate right now, and you want to look at all the good, but it's so hard sometimes when you feel like crap on top of it all. So sorry for the rant, guys. It's just I needed a vent, I guess. And this is supposed to be my video diary, so there's my rant, guys. But I hope everyone else is doing much better than me. I hope you guys are happy and at least your pain levels are at a 5 or lower. And I wish everyone the best. And thank you for listening to me, as always.